Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm so excited to be here hosting the new lesson for Read and Sow.
Oh, another new face. What's your name?
Hello Timothy, I'm Anna, but everyone calls me Annie. I'm so happy to finally meet you.
Oh no, have Mary and Annie been talking about me again?
Oh, they sure have. But all good things. And actually I was talking to Rania too. And she told me how much fun she had with you last week. So I knew I had to come along and meet you too.
Oh, well that sounds nice. I'm sure we're going to have lots of fun this week too. What story are we reading today?
Well, Timothy, today we are reading the parable of the wheat and tares.
Oh, that sounds nice. But Annie, I'm already confused. And we haven't already started the reading yet.
What are you confused about, Timothy?
What is a tare?
That's an easy one. A tare is like a weed in the garden. But when it's small, it just looks like wheat and most people think it's not harmful. But when it grows, it can be very harmful and even damage the good wheat.
Okay. I wonder what we're going to learn today in this parable.
We can learn lots of things from parables. Parables are special stories that Jesus uses to teach us spiritual lessons.
I can't wait to hear it.
How about we pray before we start reading, Timothy?
That sounds nice.
Let's go. Shemid Baba Bruna Ruch Qudsa Amin. Baba Mishmaya Paish Mqudsa Shumuch Atya Malkutuch Hawar Zayuch Dakhid Bishmaya Ubara Halan Lakhman Simqanan Qaidi Yuma Washuqlungnahan داخد أبخنا شغلا داني تودلنجناها بيا لا مورت لن يرابا إلا باصلا بيشا سبب ديوخي لملكوتا خيلو تشبخت العالم المين آمين شمت بابا برونا روخت قدشا آمين. Today's story can be found in Matthew chapter 13 verse 24 to 30. Another parable he put forth to them saying, the kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while man slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the grain had sprouted and produced a crop, then the tares also appeared. So the servants of the owner came and said to him, Sir, did you not sow good seed in your field? How then does it have tares? He said to them, An enemy has done this. The servants said to him, Do you want us to go and gather them up? But he said, No, lest while you're gathering up the tares, you also uproot the weeds with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And at the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, First gather together the tares and bind them in bundles to burn them. But gather the wheat into my barn.
Annie, if the tares weren't good for the field, why didn't the farmers remove them straight away?
That's a good question, Timothy. Remember how we said that tares look just like wheat when they are young? Well, when they were first planted, the farmer didn't know they had been mixed in with his wheat. It was only when the wheat grew that the farmer knew it was there. And then by that time, it was too late to remove the tares because they would harm the good wheat.
Oh, okay. So the farmer couldn't remove the bad ones without hurting the good ones. But Annie, what is Jesus trying to teach us in this story?
Well, you know, Timothy, when Jesus first told this parable, even the disciples were confused and they asked him to explain. Let's read what he said. And you'll find the next story in Matthew chapter 13 verse 36 to 43. Then Jesus sent the multitude away and went to the house, and his disciples came to him, saying, Explain to us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said to them, He who sows the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the sons of the kingdom, but the tares are the sons of the wicked one. The enemy who sowed them is the evil. The harvest is the end of the age, and the reapers are the angels. Therefore, as the tares are gathered and burnt into the fire, so it will be at the end of this age. The Son of Man will send out his angels, and they will gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and those who practice lawlessness, and will cast them into the furnace of fire. There will be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then the righteous will shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. He who has ears to hear, let him hear.
Wow! Jesus explained what each part of the story represents. But who is he talking about when he says the Son of Man?
Well, he's actually talking about himself. The Son of Man is one of the titles of Jesus. So Jesus, when he came down to earth, is like the farmer that went out into the field and planted the good seeds. As Christians.
Oh, okay. But Annie, why didn't Jesus separate the evil from the good at the start? Shouldn't us Christians keep away from evil people?
Well, Timothy, sometimes as Christians we think we should be separated from people that we think are evil. You know, we want to live as people of God that are called to be set apart from the world. But at the same time, sometimes we think that means we should judge people who are different from us, or even that we decide who might be in and out of God's family. But Jesus shows us in this parable that that is not our job. Only Jesus can know who is truly good and evil.
Why is Jesus the only one who can know who is good and evil?
You remember how we said that tears and wheat look the same? Well, because of this, it can be hard to tell what is good wheat and what is bad tears, because we only see the outside of it, which looks the same. It's same with people. We can only see the outside. We don't know what is someone's heart. Only Jesus, who is God, knows that. So only Jesus can truly know the good from the evil. The important message here is that we shouldn't judge others because we can't see what's inside their heart.
Alright, that makes sense, Annie. I better be careful not to judge someone in the wrong way when they are not doing the same thing as me.
It can be easy to judge other people, especially when we see them doing something we know to be wrong. And sometimes we might think we know better than other people, or that we can judge who should be in or out of the kingdom of heaven. It's important to realize that God will make those decisions.
Okay, Annie. I think I just have one more question. How can I make sure I'm not judging someone wrongly?
Well, Timothy, we can start by trying our best to love them. If we see someone doing something wrong, instead of separating ourselves from them, we can pray for them and also show them the right thing to do by doing the right thing ourselves. That's another reason that Jesus doesn't separate the good from the evil until the very end, so the good can provide an example for the evil in the hope that they will come to God.
Oh, Jesus is a unique farmer. Rather than sifting through plants and weeds right away, he tells the workers to wait because God is waiting for us all.
That's right. God's desire is not to bring us harm, but to bring everyone into his kingdom. Some people, sadly, will reject his good news. He doesn't force his love on us, but he will ultimately judge. God will decide the state of man's heart. We might think we know who is right or wrong, good or evil. Only God can truly determine that. But you know, Timothy, God will love it if we pray for those who are reluctant to know him. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson.
Thank you, Annie. I really enjoyed today's lesson.
So did I. We'll hope to see you next week. Bye.